What's up, everybody? In D.lux land, or living that D.lux life. Stay late start today. I didn't make a video yesterday because it was a girl's birthday, so I had to go to the school and bring pizzas and Capri Suns and stuff like that. And so all I did was get up early, go to the shop, do a headliner, and let me put this steering wheel down so if I can. I don't even know if we got a tilt. Is that a tilt? I guess not. Oh, basic ass truck don't got no tilt. Damn. Oh well. But yeah, I did a headliner, suede headliner for this 2004 Dodge Ram dually for this custom shop. I'm gonna show y'all a video of that too. I'm gonna go get some footage of that. Like I said, I do a lot of stuff I don't even document. I need to start making videos on everything, because I see the key to this YouTube is just make as many videos as you can and put them up. You know, so that's what I'm gonna do. But anyway, I'm on my way to the store with the gas station. Now I gotta pick up my morning Rip It to get my juices flowing. It's kind of gloomy out here today. It's like 50 to 55 degrees in Jeffersonville, Indiana. So I got on sweatshirt, sweats. I just double up. 2 pair of sweatpants, 2 pair of socks, wife beater, t-shirt, and a sweatshirt, and a hat. My famous skull caps. They call them toboggans around here. We call them skull caps from where I'm from. Keep your skull warm. So that's what I got on, and I'm straight. As long as my head is warm, I'm good. I can work in any type of weather. So, but anyway, I'm headed up to this damn gas station right quick. Get me a Rip It. Reposition this damn camera. We're gonna start this conversation this morning. Shop Tales. This is my new vlogging experience. My new vlogging is gonna be called Shop Tales, and I'm gonna give y'all a funny story or a dramatic story or a tragic story from my shop days of coming up with these shops. Cause I done had about, I want to say about at least 10 shops, different shops over the years. So I'm gonna give you a shop tale as soon as I get back in this car. Hold on a minute. All right, I'm back. I had to reposition this camera. I don't know if it's gonna hold, because that's what you get for buying a faulty windshield mount from the dollar store. You know, I'm cheap as hell. But I guess since the YouTube thing is kind of picking up, I might buy some real professional equipment. I got a professional camera already. I don't even know how to use it yet, with the microphone on top and the tripods and all that extra shit. I got it already, because Mama D.lux blessed me with that when I told her I wanted to do YouTube. She bought me that stuff for my birthday. So one of these days I'm gonna crank it up, and crank it out, and hook it up, and get ready to do some professional stuff. Once I get about 5,000 subscribers or something. Of course, y'all need to like and subscribe this video. Ain't that what the YouTube say? YouTubers. Like and subscribe this video at the box below. Ain't that what they say? I don't know. Yeah, that's what they say. So I'm gonna start saying that. So you know, I'm an OG, so it's kind of hard for me to adapt to this new stuff. But all right. Shop talk, shop stories. I'm gonna call it SS. I gotta adapt it to the car culture, so I'm gonna call it Friday SS. Friday shop stories. Okay, I'm gonna give you this shop story for me. I go way back, 23 years in the shop. My own personal shop. Nothing else. So I'm gonna bring y'all all the way up to date with all my shop stories, but I'm gonna go all the way back I'm about to go all the way back to the beginning. So over time, I'm gonna tell you guys, I'll give you guys shop stories that bring you all the way up to current day. But today, I'm gonna take this one all the way back to the beginning, my first shop. All right, check this out. All right, so as you know, I was a mechanical engineer, right? So, oh, I think this camera's tilting. So hold on a minute. Let me fix it. Okay, now this shit might be illegal. I got a selfie stick. I'm trying to hold this camera while I'm driving. So I'm sitting at the light, but hold on. All right, try this again. All right, so you know I'm a mechanical engineer / architect / interior designer by profession, by scholastic measures on paper, as we put it that way, on paper. But anyway, after having my racial difficulties inside the job that I was working, and I decided that they didn't want to see a 26-year-old engineer blow the socks off every other engineer in the company who was well seasoned and had many more years experience than me, and I was the only black. They didn't want to see me succeed, because on my free time I was using all their high-tech equipment, designing car shit. They didn't want to see me succeed, so I quit. Okay, now with that being said, I was able to amass a little bit of money and save, because you know how cheap I am. And I was in my stunting days, and I still was cheap. So, with that, after being fired, well, not fired, I quit. After me quitting, you know, I had company time and vacation time and severance pay and all this other mess. I started my first shop. So, I started my first shop in a old closed down liquor store, right? So me coercing the local dope boys to patronize my shop, even though I didn't know what I was doing, but I had a storefront. So all you needed was a storefront and a couple cars in the driveway, and I always kept me a nice whip. So that's all I needed to start my shop. Basically, that's what all these new shops is doing. These big, so-called big shops, they get a nice car, a couple nice people off the internet to say they went to that shop, and boom, you automatically blow up. So this is back in 97, 98. So I get this storefront, liquor store, put my sign up. Back then I was called Mo Better Interior, because it got no better than no better. I mean, it got no better than Mo Better. So, got me a storefront. Like I said, I knew everybody from the local car stuff, and it was still the dope game era. So I knew a lot of dope boys. So I started doing cars. All right. So, like I said, I had a 5.0 back then, and I had a couple of my cousins working with me. As I ain't gonna say working for me, they was working with me. You know, it was just a new place for us to hang out. And you know, I'm always been a ladies' man. You know, I like pretty women, so you know, it was a place to tell girls, you know, I got my own business, got my own shop, and they used to come hang out and whatever. So anyway, so I was popping. 2-3 weeks, I went from a 5.0 to a Acura Legend. Acura Legend was $37,000 back then, the new one. And in 97, I had a 94. So it was only 3 years old, but it fully loaded, rimmed up. 18 was the biggest rims you had back then. Chameleon paint, full Pioneer system, with the DSP processors, you know, everything. I had it. And I had my 5.0. So I had a drop and a large luxury sedan. So I was really doing it. In 3 weeks, I was popping like that. So after I started doing all this stuff, you know, the criminals of the city started hooking up with me. You know, I'm friends with everybody, so I started doing the local car thieves cars. They steal a car at night, take the motor out, transplant the motor into a whole nother car by the next morning. That's how good they was. So I ain't gonna tell you the name of the guy because I don't want to implicate him. I know what he's doing right now because he's older than me, so he got to be in his 50s. So he's just, him and his little crew used to steal cars. So they stole cars, was stealing them. Like every day, stealing cars from all over the place. You know, Monte Carlo SS was real popular back then. Impala SS, what's the other car? Buick Grand National. Hot cars, they was all over the place then. So they used to steal them, change the motors, flip them, steal them. Cut them up, change VIN numbers every day. So I was cool with them because I had to be, because I was scared for them to steal my shit. So anyway, they start bringing me, they start retagging cars and taking the interior out and having me change the interior to them. And see, if you really into cars, you can find the VIN number on the seat belts. If you pull a seat belt, I don't know about now, back then, if you pull a seat belt all the way out to the end and look way down in there, there's the VIN number. If you take some of the cars, you take the cushions loose, the covers off, and the VIN number is on the bottom of the seat cover, or it's on a piece of paper under the frame on the front seats. Sometimes it's under the back seat. It's on the build sheet and all that. So back then, people it wasn't so much of taking the car apart, doing the interior. That was just, getting that shit clean. So when people start doing the interior real popular, you can go up under the back seat and find the build sheet with the VIN numbers on them and shit. So they didn't know that. I didn't really know that neither. So make a long story short, so I'm doing all these cars. I'm switching interiors from one car to the next car. I'm changing the color shit. Back then we was painting everything, so you weren't really wrapping the pieces. I wasn't that advanced shit. I was just painting stuff. So while they was still in the whole city, the feds was on their ass. So as the feds is watching them, I guess they must have had them on video or whatever they was doing, stealing. So they had started this investigation on them. They didn't even have I don't even know what the name of their little car thieving ring was. Anyway, as the feds watching them, they started bringing stuff to me. So that got me in on in the investigation. So, like I said, I was popping in. I had a big storefront. My sign was on there. I even had the lights that go around the window. So at nighttime, I had a black curtain, so I blacked the whole shop off. I'll put the lights on, and it looked like a club because the lights would be blinking and shit, and you can hear the music in the inside because we had a full stereo system in there, and we had plenty of cars in the front and on the side because it was like the go-to spot. Plenty of girls and shit in there, so we used to be really cracking. So they had me under investigation. Now I'm only like 2-3 months in the game, and I'm already under investigation, like a criminal organization. So as I'm getting money from these guys, they give me $1,000 pop, swap seats and switch seats and whatever. So as I'm doing this stuff, getting more and more popular, they doing more and more cars. So one day, me and my buddy Damon, who was the one of the founding people with my first shop, he switched and got his own shop after this incident. But me and him in the shop, I think it was in the morning time. We opened up the shop and shit. Now I'm only a couple months in, so I'm new. I don't know nothing about no business, nothing. I don't know about no bank accounts or none of that shit. Paperwork. I'm just writing receipts for every damn thing. I ain't charging tax. I ain't doing nothing. Just writing receipts. Sometimes I ain't even writing receipts. So it's early in the morning one day. Next thing you know, all these black motherfucking trucks pull up, or cars, I can't even remember. They was black though. They pull up and all these people just jump out and run in the shop. So I'm not even looking. I just see all these people just come through the front door like some shit you see on TV, like I am really a Fortune 500 company. These FBI task force motherfuckers run up in the shop. When they run up in the shop, they go through everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. These motherfuckers take my computers. I don't even know if I had a kind of computer I had. They took my computer. They took all the folders. They took all the books. They took all the file cabinet. I had a file cabinet and all that shit. They took every goddamn thing in there. Like the feds, like you see on TV. Now, I don't know what the fuck going on. They questioned me talking about I'm in a car thief ring. You need to give us the name of the people, or you need to tell us what's going on. And I don't even know what the fuck going on. I don't know. I really didn't know what the hell was going on. And they trying to, you can go to jail for this amount of time for grand theft auto. And I said, man, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I ain't stole shit. All I'm doing is taking one seat cover off, one seat, and putting a new one on, or making some seat covers and putting them on. That's all I'm doing. I don't even put the seats inside the goddamn car. So I don't know what car is going in. So I have nothing to do with that. So they confiscated every damn thing in my shop. I was left with nothing in there. So my partner, partner friend, Damon, after that day, I think Damon was probably 18 years old. Shout out to Damon, gut buster, sprayed by Dame. He good now painting cars and shit, but yeah, it scared him straight. And he wasn't even doing nothing either. His ass packed all his shit up, put it in his truck, and I think he had a Tahoe back then. No, not Tahoe. He had a Bronco. He had a Bronco, one of them 87 Broncos, little square, ugly little motherfuckers. He had one of them, and he had a Monte Carlo SS. He packed all his shit up and left and never came back. But that was all I had, because I had quit my job, so that was the only thing I had for my income. So I had to stick to it. But yeah, they came in like I was Microsoft stealing all the Sony top secret shit. That's how they came on me, and they threatened me like they was gonna take me to jail, build a case and shit if I didn't give information on the people who were stealing the cars and shit, which I really didn't know information. I just knew they street names, and I just knew they gave me some money to do what I was supposed to do, and I didn't know the background of it, so there was nothing I could tell. But yeah, that's a fucked up story, man. They came in like I was Fortune 500 espionage. I said, damn. But yeah, that's just a little story. That's my first ever incident with the police in my shop. Way back in 1997. So this is years later, and I still got more shit to tell, because this shit don't never stop. There's always some bullshit going on at the shop. But I will say this, if I wasn't at this shop or had a shop, I'd probably be dead or locked up. Back in Milwaukee, boy, I'm telling you, it was nothing to do. Nothing in Milwaukee to do for a black male, but back then, sell dope, have sex, and make babies. That's it. That's all it was left to do. So I made some babies. I sold some dope. but I had to stop it because it had to be something better for me. So yeah, but it was that was a lesson of mine, my first incident with the police and having a business and keeping your shit together and watching the customers you get and where the money come from, and yeah, that's a lesson learned, So you gotta watch the customers you take in, because they might be on an investigation and they might bring you in on their investigation and get you caught up in some shit. So that's my first episode of Shop Talk. Not Shop Talk, Shop Stories, SS. So every Friday I'm gonna tell y'all a story about some shit that happened to me in the past at the shop until we get all the way current to date. So it's gonna take a couple weeks. Well, it's gonna take a lot of weeks, because I got a whole lot of story. I got some shit to tell y'all that you won't even believe possibly could exist coming from my life, and it's not a book or it's not a movie or something. You actually can make a movie off the shit that's been going on to me that's documented. And I never would thought this because it's just my life. But when I got stopped at the airport by the ATF, and he pulled out an iPad and he asked my name and he typed my name in. Well, he already had my name. He just said I was lying. He had pulled my whole record up, some shit that only supposed to be in in the files of computers or police possession. He pulled my shit up and told me, man, your life could have been a movie. When he said that and started naming off shit that I've been cleared of, I knew right then I need to make a book or write a script or something. Because when somebody that don't even know me from day one can pull my whole history up on an iPad and tell me my life is like a goddamn movie, or the shit that I done been in is like a movie, it's something to think about. So if it's like a movie, we're gonna make some money off this bitch. So I'm at the shop, I'm about to open this gate. I'm about to show y'all what I got going on with this Impala console. The cutlasses are leaving tomorrow, so I gotta do a couple wires, tuck them in, put the kick panels on the bottom and stuff, make sure everything working, put the tops up, wipe them down, get them ready for people coming to get them Saturday or Sunday. Today is Friday, so get that ready, and then we'll see what else to bring. So like, subscribe, as the YouTubers say, and I get back to you. I holla.